Hi there, this is Mayor Jason Beebe. And today we'll be taking a behind-the-scenes look at the Prineville Airport. Today I'm joined by Airport Manager Kelly Kofelt and County Commissioner Brian Barney. Kelly, why don't we start off with a little history about the airport?
The original airport was, and I don't know who originally built it because it wasn't really, it wasn't asphalt, it was just dirt that was cleared and sagebrush. And that was on the east side of the highway. And I know that was in the mid-30s. And that's when it was established to build on this side of the highway, that this area was available. And so federal funds, which was interesting, it was hundreds of dollars to pay some people to come up and clear rocks and clear the path. And an office building and one hangar was built, and that was about 1942. Most frequent questions I get is, when is commercial service coming to Prineville? Meaning, when are the airlines going to start landing in Prineville? And from my perspective, I don't believe that's ever going to happen. We have our own niche, I guess, and there is plenty of aircraft out there beyond commercial aircraft, beyond airliners, that need a place to land and operate, and that's where Prineville is. We are very fortunate. We have actually 2 runways. So based on wind conditions and weather conditions, we have 2 runways. Lots of training activity. That's probably one of the biggest uses of our airport is flight training. And that's anything from a little Cessna 150 and my daughter learning how to fly, to yesterday we had the Forest Service flying in and out of here in their King Air, and they were doing training. We also have helicopter training. Like right now we have Erickson Air Crane that works out of here. They have 2 helicopters on the field. They do flight training. They bring in anywhere from 10 to 25 people, and those are the people that are being trained to do large construction projects. They're also the same pilots who are doing fire suppression, the big helicopters you see during the summer. And we also have business interest on the north side, where we just put in the new Forest Service building and infrastructure. We have interest over there for some companies that are interested in building and moving into our area that brings jobs. The property, or the airport, is owned by the county, but through an intergovernmental agreement, the city manages the airport. So I work directly for the city and answer to the city manager, but yet I'm managing a county asset.
And it's a great relationship and a partnership that we've had for a number of years. And there are a lot of advantages to the city in operating it, and certainly you've done an excellent job.
You can say this is a testament to our relationship, the city and county's relationship, coming together on projects like this. Kelly, can you tell us about the major source of income for the airport?
So there's 2 sources of income that support the airport, and that's land leases. So the hangar buildings that you see, all the buildings you see on the airport, other than just a few, are actually privately owned, but yet a private person cannot own the property. We lease the property. The second source is fuel sales. So obviously the more fuel we sell, the more money we make.
Tell me a little bit about some of the upcoming projects you have.
We have a runway project and a parking apron project. The parking apron project is actually an extension of a project we did a couple years ago, mostly used to support the seats, or the single engine air tankers, a state program. And those are the tankers, which are the aircraft you'll see that are firefighting, that drop retardant on fires. The second project is the runway project. It actually shortens the runway just by a little bit, and when we shorten the runway, what that does is that creates a protection zone over the highway. And with that, we're going to be installing all new runway lighting and some navigational lighting.
I'd really like to say how proud I am of the airport. The partnership we've had with the county, and when I got involved with the city a little over 10 years ago, was kind of the beginning, middle maybe, of those negotiations with the county and the city really working together. And I think this is a wonderful thing for our community.